right, race fans. Welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans. Welcome to Watkins Glen International. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. We've got a good one for you tonight here at Watkins Glen. A little turning left and turning right. That's right, some road course action here in the High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series. It's race number 7 in that 2020 summer season, and this one could be a big one. A road course. Oh boy, hang on boys and girls, this is going to be wild, and it is live right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, a little road course action, snaking around Watkins Glen International in the Buschwackers Series. Who's going to take home the victory tonight? Oh, hang out, find out, right here on TurnLeftTV. All right, hey, thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Got a good one for you tonight here in the Buschwackers Series. Right now we are in the practice session. About 7.5 minutes left to go in practice. This is Watkins Glen International, located in Watkins Glen, New York. About a 2.5 mile road course. This is the short course with the chicane. Race number 7 of 10, 36 lapper here tonight. Now, I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Thank you so much for coming in, and I'm the broadcaster, the commentator, and the guy you want to beat when things aren't going right. That's all right, I can take it. Thank you so much for coming in. I greatly appreciate you being here. We'll take a look at the track here at Watkins Glen. Again, just a little bit under 2.5 miles in length, 11 turns, and again, the chicane is in play. We call that the bus stop. Very fun track. This is a good track here for stock cars. Not too technical, but these stock cars are a lot to handle here on this road course. Take a look at the schedule here in the Buschwackers Series. This is race number 7 here at Watkins Glen. Next week we got Chicagoland, 98 lapper there, and then Bristol Motor Speedway coming on August the 14th. Some short track action, and finishing out the season at Texas with a cookie cutter on 21 August. So definitely on the back half of this season. Things are tightening up there as far as the points are concerned. The season standings coming into tonight. Ed Palumbo, 224 points, sits on top there. Jair Oliveira and Paul Brown tied for the second position, 196 points. Jose Carvalho is in 4th. Givaldo Spindola, Preston Hassel tied for the 5th position, 177 points. Lawrence Stopworth in 7th. Todd Robillard shown in the 8th position. Paulo Chachalowski is 9th, and Sean Jacobs rounding out that top 10. See, right now, Arthur Vieira shown as a top time, 109.108. Lightning fast time there. Paul Brown second. Lucas Sinfer is third. Colin Madiak fourth. Jair Oliveira shown fifth in the practice session with about 4 minutes left to go. Hey, I want to say thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on the YouTube channel. My heavens, man. Feels like it's been so long. Oh, man. And let's fix our green screen there. There we go. I'll get that a little bit better. Man, I got that thing all messed up, don't I? What? There we go. Hey, thank you so much for coming in. Peace to everybody. Hope everybody's behaving themselves and enjoying life as we know it right now. And being kind to one another is the most important thing here. Being safe, taking care of your family and each other. But thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, I encourage you to do so. And then also, if you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, you can click on the donate button up in the banner of the channel and make a donation straight through PayPal. Please hit that thumbs up button. Let me know you were here. And then you can share my videos with all your friends on any social media platform, and I encourage you to share these YouTube videos. And again, I greatly appreciate you being here. I am honored that you would come out and watch the races here on TurnLeftTV. So I'm excited about this race, man. It's going to be a lot of fun here at Watkins Glen. Interested in some comics, please check out ZiaComics.com, your nerd headquarters. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. ZiaComics.com, your nerd headquarters. Take a look at our chatters in here. Look at that Soul Drivers AV team coming in. Flavio as well. Good to see those guys. Paulo Chachalowski, Team Cha-Cha. So thank you guys for coming in. Good luck tonight to those Soul Drivers AV team drivers tonight. We got a few out there. These guys do some great racing there on Sundays and Mondays. NASCAR BR. I think they were doing some, I think some some IndyCar racing on Sundays and maybe some stock cars on Mondays. But definitely give those guys a look, man. But thank you so much for coming in. Have a good time here tonight. Make sure the ugly cam's working in this view as well. I think it is. Maybe. I never use it in this view, but man, there you go. How about that, huh? It's working. Side by side, we'll make sure that's working too. We got that going on, so a good side by side view. We'll use that periodically tonight, I think. Also, I want to say some more opportunities there for you to help me out here at TurnLeftTV. You can follow me on or friend me on Discord by sending me a message there at one of those Discord addresses. You can follow me on Facebook at TurnLeftTV1, TurnLeftTV on Twitter, and then there's the Discord address over there if you want to join the High Octane Racing League channel. And then also, please click on the link down in the description of the race that says Help Me Out. I'd follow that to the Fanatec website and give those guys a look. And if you're interested in purchasing some racing equipment, I've got the DD1 wheelbase, the BMW GT2 wheel rim, the shifter, of course, and the V3 inverted pedals, and absolutely love that stuff. Ooh, man, look at that. Lawrence Stopworth, hard hit there out turn one. But, hey, thank you so much for coming in, and please help me out there if you have a little time. Give that a look. And thanks to all those folks who have purchased stuff through that link. Looks like they're going to go to qualifications. Take a look at the session results here. Paul Brown, the top time, 109.011. Arthur Vieira, second. Lucas Sinfer shown in third. Colin Madiak, fourth in the practice session. Jair Oliveira, fifth. Michael Ware is sixth. Lawrence Stopworth, seventh. Ed Palumbo, eighth. Jose Carvalho, ninth. Tim Lansbury is 10th. Craig Marizon, Todd Robillard, Jeff Sickles, Preston Hassel, and Steve Pierce rounding out that top 15. So these guys are over at the in the qualification session now. So we got about 10 minutes here in the quals. The back half of that will be doing the drivers' meeting. Looks like William D. I'm going to say thank you so much to Will for all his work that he does in helping us out to get this all going. John Messer also coming in. Jose Carvalho. Buenas noches, my friend. Good luck today. Boa suerte as well. But William, I want to say how much I appreciate everything you've done to get us up and running here and continue to push forward here in the Bushwhacker Series with High Octane Racing League. You do a great job, and if you guys are looking for, those of you who are viewing this race and maybe having your own leagues and so forth, I'll tell you what, look up in the tower there at that time, and you'll see EliteHostingUSA.com address pop over the screen. You want to give those guys a look. Will set you up, man, with a nice little server package there, and man, I'll tell you what, top notch. We have not had any problems whatsoever with the server. These things have been lightning fast, smooth. Have a lot of drivers here. I think we had 20 drivers last week, and man, this has been quality work. So definitely, there you go, EliteHostingUSA.com. My pleasure, brother. My pleasure. Hey, who won last week? Well, there you go. It was Paul Brown of Martinsville. What a great race we had there. 19 drivers showing up for that, and man, that was a great one. A lot of great racing. Paul Brown had to sort of weave his way through some lap traffic there. Gave that 94 car a little bit of a kiss there on that last lap, and comes away with the race victory. So Paul Brown winning last week's race at Martinsville. Todd Robillard second, Arthur Vieira third, Craig Marizon fourth, and Lucas Sinfer rounding out the top 5. I tell you what, man, that 77 car, Paul Brown, is one to watch because he has really racked up a lot of wins and on his way up the charts there. So we're working our way down that back half of the season, and that is a guy to be looking out for. And speaking of that back half of that season, of course, at Watkins Glen tonight, 36 laps. The Chicagoland Speedway coming up on August the 7th, 98 laps here. Technically a cookie cutter track. Bristol Motor Speedway, some more short track action, 150 lapper there on August the 14th. Man, you want to mark that on your calendar to watch that one. That will be fast and furious. Texas Motor Speedway, always a great track. 98 laps to finish out the season there. So a lot can happen here, especially at that short track, man. Of course, tonight, no full course cautions with the road course, but nonetheless, I think you can see some big shakeups here. All it takes is one little hiccup there, and you're off the side, into the wall, and so forth, and dealing with some damage. So when I say run some clean laps, hit your marks, and everything will be okay. But Chicagoland, Bristol, and Texas after tonight, and we'll start working on the schedule for next season. Flavio says, I'm going to be speaking Portuguese. Oh, man, in that short time. I'll tell you what, I know how to say a few things in Portuguese, but none of them, no cuss words. I don't know how to say any cuss words, but, you know, fortunately, Portuguese is not super different as far as sentence structure as Spanish. So there's a little bit of difference, obviously, but that helps me because I can speak a little bit of Spanish. I can read it better than I can speak it, obviously. But I would love to be able to speak Portuguese. The best way to do that, Flavio, is send me an airplane ticket so I can go down to Brazil and enjoy those wonderful parties you guys have down there. What is that, Carnival? Now, it's on my bucket list to travel to South America someday. Definitely look forward to that. Maybe one day. Looks like Jose Carvalho finishing up his qualification attempt. Kind of get an idea of where everybody's at here. We can't give the official results until the session is over. Looks like Paul Brown right now the top time, 109.063. Jair Oliveira second, Colin Madiak third, Lauren Stopworth fourth, Lucas Sinfer is fifth, Arthur Vieira sixth, Ed Palumbo seventh, Craig Marizon eighth, Jose Carvalho ninth, Tim Lansbury is 10th. All right, these guys just finished up the qualification session, and right now they are in the driver's meeting. So we'll take a look at the session results. In Paul Brown, 109.063. Jair Oliveira just behind there, 109.216. Colin Madiak third. Lauren Stoppelworth qualifies in the fourth position. Lucas Sinfer fifth. Arthur Vieira qualifies in the sixth position. Ed Palumbo is seventh. Craig Marizan eighth. Jose Carvalho is ninth. Tim Lansbury qualifies in the 10th position. Todd Robillard qualifies in the 11th position. Michael Ware is 12th. Jeff Sickles is 13th. Preston Hassel 14th. Steve Pierce qualifies in the 15th position. Hey, coming up next week, we got Chicagoland Speedway, 98 laps there for race number 8 in that 2020 summer season. Coming up on August the 7th. Should be a great one, man. Chicagoland's always a great track there. And really, you got a couple grooves there you can deal with at that track, too. So you're going to see some good side-by-side racing and also some different strategies there as far as what lane to run in that will definitely play a factor in the race. Good side-by-side action is always good. So we got about 8.5 minutes left here in the warm-up session. Don't forget to check us out on highoctaneracing.net. You get some point standings there. You can get the schedule, see the screenshots of the previous winners, and get the little link to TurnLeftTV as well. Keep on the lookout there for some other things headed your way, man. I'll tell you what, the Stock Car 2018 mod was just released today. So we'll see what we decide to do with that. Maybe some other night of racing coming up here pretty soon. But, that's a good way to support us. Following over to highoctaneracing.net. So we got, looks like about 4.5 minutes left to go before race time. JJ is asking me to show his TurnLeftTV logo on his car. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Well, better get out of the garage. Somebody's got the lights on in that bad boy. Oh God! Why are those shaders all jacked? So we might not be doing a in-car view tonight if those shaders are all going to be messed up. I don't get it, man. Yeah, right there on his car, but maybe in the garage areas where it's a little funky. On board here with Craig Bears on at 46. Michael Ware bringing that car a little wide. Good to see Michael out tonight. Craig Bears on coming down pit lane. See, there you go, right there. That's what I'm talking about. You see how that did that? That ain't supposed to happen, man. So there's something maybe with the lighting there down pit lane. Hopefully you guys saw what I was talking about. Think I'm crazy, huh? You think I'm crazy? All right, boys and girls, we're about ready to get this thing kicked off. So tonight is race number 7 in the 2020 summer season in the High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series, a little road course action. Watkins Glen International, 36 laps tonight. This should be a great one. Could be some big shakeups here tonight in the Buschwackers series with this track.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome your Grand Marshal, singer, songwriter, megastar, and Ford truck man, Toby Keith.
It's time to get in, sit down, shut up, hold on, drivers, start your engine!
All right, starting in P1 is the 77 of Paul Brown. Starting in the second position is the 17 of Jair Oliveira. Starting in the third position is the 13 of Colin Madiak. Starting in the fourth position is the 41 of Lauren Stoppelworth. Starting in the fifth position is the 21 of Lucas Sinfer. Starting in the sixth position is the 4 of Arthur Vieira. In seventh is the 54 of Ed Palumbo. Starting in the eighth position is the 3X of Craig Marizan. Starting in the ninth position is the 99 of Jose Carvalho. Starting in the 10th position is the 82 of Tim Lansbury. Starting in the 11th position is the 90 of Todd Robillard. Starting in the 12th position is the 46 of Michael Ware. Starting in the 13th position is the 29 of Jeff Sickles. In 14th is the 27 of Preston Hassel. And starting in the 15th position is the 72 of Steve Pierce. All right, boys and girls, this is going to be a great race. I love this track, and it's going to be a lot of fun here in the Buschwackers series. We'll take a look at that starting order. Paul Brown, Jair Oliveira, Colin Madiak, Lauren Stoppelworth. Rows 1 and 2. Rows 3 and 4, Lucas Sinfer, Arthur Vieira, and Palumbo, Craig Marizan. Jose Carvalho, Tim Lansbury, Todd Robillard, Michael Ware. There's Jeff Sickles, Preston Hassel, and Steve Pierce. All right, the pace car is in. Here we go.
New flag, go, go, go!
Boogity, 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 boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
All right, heading into turn 1. Who's going to pick up P1? There's 17 on the inside line. Going to use that inside line to get by the 77. The 77 goes wide, and a 3 wide coming off the turn. Oh, my heavens. Side by side there, 77 and 13. 17, Jair Oliveira now to the race lead. '17 there, Jair Oliveira, and that NASCAR BR Camaro. He's a race leader, and we got some tight battles going on. Lucas Sinfer and Lauren Stoppelworth, Arthur Vieira, all battling for position. Looks like Craig Marizan in this as well. Craig Marizan in that 3X machine. Coming off the last turn, all over the back of Lauren Stoppelworth. There's that lightning right there. My gosh, man. That fixed. Jair Oliveira looked like he came around a little bit wide on that turn. You see the 41 also using that overrun area. So different strategies there as you see those guys heading through the S's. Paul Brown running in the second position, that 77 car. He's all over the back of Jair Oliveira. Art Vieira here running in the third position. I'll tell you what, we got a challenge here for the race lead as Paul Brown trying to get by on the inside line and doesn't get it, but Art Vieira here, we'll take a look at him. He's running in the third position. Take a look at the JJ in the 17 car. Side-by-side view, you take a look at Paul Brown in that lower right corner, lower right frame there, as he's all over the back of Jair Oliveira, and he's got that inside position coming into turn one. Good battle right here. Oh, man, that's tight. 77 down on the inside line. Jair Oliveira side by side. He's on that outside line, does not have the preferred position, and Paul Brown's going to take that spot. So Paul Brown to the race lead in that 77 car. Take a look here and see what happened to Michael Ware. It's indicating he might have come around there. Michael, oh no! Michael Ware on the front stretch coming around. And Todd Robillard gets by, but man, Michael Ware had spun. I'm not sure what happened to him. Take a look. It's a little bit after the fact there, but we'll take a look and see what happened to Michael Ware. It's a little bit, and not sure what happened to him. See if we can't get a look at that, but Michael Ware not showing me there what happened. Paul Brown coming off track there. Oh, maybe a little bit of a hitch there. I'm not sure, but he missed that. Art Vieira is going to get by. Jair Oliveira also going to get it by. So Paul Brown now falling back a little bit. So not sure what happened to Michael Ware, but there were some issues there. Oh man, he and the 13 car got together. My heavens, man, did you see that? Colin Madiak and Michael Ware got together here, so we'll take a look here. Oh, the 46 and the 13 right there on that inside wall, and I don't know if the 46 knew he was there or what, but yeah, we'll take a look at this again, and oh, looks like the 13 might have come over and clipped that 46 car, and then sends those guys into the wall, and then Michael Ware coming around as those guys get by. So that's what happened to him. My heavens. Jair Oliveira is the race leader, but looking out of the back of his machine, he's got Art Vieira all over the back of him right now. He goes wide there. Art Vieira in that 4 car down on the inside. Going to try to take this lead. Art Vieira, he is lightning fast at this track, and he takes that spot. On board here with JJ as he's trying to tuck in and hold on to that second position as Paul Brown all over the back of him, and also Craig Marizon. You know he is great at these tracks. And I tell you what, when we were looking at putting that on the schedule and what was coming up, and I said you got to look for Craig Marizon because that guy is really, really good at these road courses. Through the bus stop here on board with our second place cars, Jair Oliveira. Take a look at Ed Palumbo here in that 54 car, that Meliola-sponsored Camaro. He is running in the 6th position. A little bit of a gap there if you just jump ahead to the 5th place car. So a little bit of gap there between 5th and 6th. This is Lauren Stopworth in the 41 car on the back of Craig Marizon in that 3X machine. Now we got a freight train right now. And some lighting issues right there. A little bit of lighting issues going on, I think. Those guys battling down into turn 1. Paul Brown and Jair Oliveira again. Paul Brown goes to the inside line here. Oh, some swapping right there, some swapping paint. Those guys got into each other. Paul Brown went down to that inside. He made it work the first time, but that he did not have any room there, and it looked like those guys got a little tight. He hangs on to that thing. How in the world did he hang on to that? Just a little bit earlier here. A little bit... that's that pass earlier, but Paul Brown, man, how in the world did he hang on to that car? He and JJ got together there off turn 1. Colin Maniac there and the 82. Tim Lansbury. Oh, no, a little bit of a kiss there. And Tim Lansbury hanging on to that thing. Oh, and then he hits the wall. Oh, no. Tim Lansbury gets into the wall there. You see Colin Maniac kind of gets into the back of him, and Tim Lansbury spins again. You see this is the second time around as Tim Lansbury trying to hang on to get this thing. Oh, man, that is a hard lick. That is a hard lick in that Mustang. Hope he didn't spill his chili. I don't know how pleased he's going to be with that little maneuver. As you see, a little bit of contact right there. And then Lansbury coming around as he gets into the wall, and then a second time getting into the wall. So that's what did him in there. So Paul Brown here getting back to Jair Oliveira. He gets by, and then just behind him is a little battle there between JJ and Craig Marizon. Go on board here with Craig Marizon. He's side by side coming off the last turn as the 17 gets back by. Craig Marizon in a 3X car trying to get by. And again, there's that light. My gosh, get that flashlight out of my face. '41 Lauren Stopworth in this mix as well. So good battles there. Set up our no idea why they want to make that slow right there, but something going on. Take a look at this once again here. This is that pass or that attempted pass by Craig Marizon. He went over that overrun area, had a great run. The 17 car, he uses the inside line. It looks like he's got that position with the 17. Use it. Oh, man. That is tight, man. I'll tell you, that is tight. Coming off the last turn. Now JJ's got that preferred line as he comes off and holds on to that position. Whew, man. But great battling here is, tell you what, man, those guys still battling for position. Craig Marizon and Jair Oliveira battling for some same real estate here, and looking out of the front of Lauren Stopworth's machine. He's going to want to maybe take advantage of this. Those guys get into one another, and Lauren Stopworth there ready to pounce. He's having a pretty good night here running in the 5th position. There's 3, 4, 5 right there. Take a look at Lucas Sinfer. He is running in that 21 car. He's running in the 7th position, having a pretty good night. And again, that just ahead of them, Craig Marizon and Jair Oliveira rekindling that battle. This thing is not going away, and 17 holding on to that spot. Craig Marizon going to use that outside line. You're going to see a crossover move here. You may. As Marizon now goes down to the inside and not able to pull it off as the 17 holds on to that position. Looking out of the back of JJ's car as, man, I'll tell you why, the 3X is all over the back of him. No rest for the wicked right now. Take a look at the 99, Jose Cavallo here running in the 9th position. So these guys sort of out by themselves right now. He's running in 9th, wanting to get a good night, a good race here tonight. Ten laps in. See Jose in the 9th position in that 99 car. Tim Lansbury, we saw a little bit earlier here. He and Colin Madiak, I believe, had some contact, and he is trying to recover there. Just behind him, Todd Robillard running in the 11th position in that 90 car. So things starting to tighten up between the two of those guys. And that Coletta's-sponsored Camaro closing in on that Skyline Chili Ford Mustang. Take a look at Preston Hassel here in the 27 car. Preston right now running in the 13th position. Just wanting to get a good run under his belt. I think he does not have a lot of confidence, I think, with respect to his road course driving here. Not a fan of the road courses, but he's wanting to get a good finish here, maybe get a top 10 before it's over with. So 11 laps in, running in the 13th spot. Craig Marizon here finally getting down to the inside line, going into turn one. This might be the preferred line here for the 3X machine. He's going to pull off that pass at 17. Jair Oliveira now falling back to the 4th position as Craig Marizon moves up to 3rd. That has been a great little battle right there. Take a look at Jeff Sickles here running in the 14th position in that 29 car. Graphics sponsored, Zigzag sponsored machine. Steve Pierce. Everybody's still in the race here. Steve Pierce want a lap down. Oh no! Looks like Paul Brown had gotten that car sideways there. He's behind Steve Pierce. Steve Pierce in that 21 car is Paul Brown giving him a little bit of business there. Looks like we've got a pit stop underway as Paul Brown gets by Steve Pierce. Steve Pierce running in the 15th position. Arthur Vieira is the race leader. Paul Brown is 2nd. Craig Marizon is 3rd. A little side-by-side action as we see Lawrence Stopworth finishing up his pit stop. So some pit stops underway, maybe. Stopworth was running about the 5th position, decided to come down pit lane. Colin Maniac and Lucas Sinfer here battling for position. The battle here between the 13 and the 21. 13 on that outside line, going to use a little bit of muscle there to get by that 21 car. Now picks up the 6th position. Luca back to 7th. Jeff Sickles here trying to pick up some spots. It looks like Preston Hassel might have come off track. See Preston Hassel there coming back out on track, so he's spun around. Let's see what happened to Preston. 27 car here. He just gets in the grass, just in the grass there a little bit, and then hard into the wall. Head on into the wall, front end contact with that machine. So 27 here trying to get that thing straightened back up and get back out on track. So our race leader is at 4 of Arthur Vieira. Paul Brown in 2nd, Craig Marizon in 3rd. Jair Oliveira, he said, hey, you got to look at my side of my car. He's got the TurnLeftTV logo on there, huh? How about that? How about that? Got that Soul TV, Soul Drivers AV. Group NASCAR BR. So the 17 car got his TurnLeftTV plug in. See the 54 and the 21. That battle there tightening up between those guys. Lucas Sinfer in the 21 car all over the back of that 54 car right now. So good battle here. This is 5th and 6th. Ed Palumbo in the 54 is running in the 5th position. Lucas Sinfer running in 6th in this 21 car. This guy has shown a lot of talent, man. New to HORL, but he is really showing some muscle here, running in the 6th position. Looks like he might have that inside line here, that preferred line going into turn 1. 54, Ed Palumbo might end up giving up that position, that mellow yellow sponsor machine. 21 there goes wide to 54, using that inside. He might take that back. So 21 and 54, good battle between the two of those guys. Looks like the 21 takes that spot. Looking out of the back of the the 21 car. Not that 54. To the 99, Jose Carvalho slinging that car through the bus stop. He's running in the 7th position. Jose in the 99 car. That sinister racing machine. Take a look at Michael Ware here in the 46 car, running in the 10th position. He had some little bit of trouble there at the beginning of the race, and keeping that car out on track. Don't really get rattled here, and maybe salvage a good finish out of this. Right now running in the 10th position. Just ahead of him in 9th is the 90 of Todd Robillard at Napa Auto Parts, Coletta's Garage, Chevy Camaro. Having a pretty good night here. Back up here with the race leader, the 4, Artur Vieira, showing a lot of muscle here, coming up on some lap traffic. See 72, Steve Pearson at Captain Morgan sponsor machine as Artur Vieira down on the inside line in that NASCAR BR number 4 car. Oh, a little bit of contact there with Steve Pierce. A little bit of contact. That 72 and the 50 and the 4 car swapping some paint, and that's going to help Paul Brown out, who's running in the 2nd position. He is behind Steve Pierce. So Paul Brown now running up on that Captain Morgan sponsor machine. He's running in the 2nd position, going to the outside line, setting himself up here for the bus stop. And that 72 going to let him go. 77, Paul Brown running in P2, starting to close in on the race leader. Craig Bear is on here running in the 3rd position. That 3X machine, that high octane racing temporary car until he gets his paint scheme in this car set. There you go. Coming out in the 3X car. Jair Oliveira now has some company with the 21 car. Looking out of the back of JJ's machine at that 21. Luca Sinfer got some fans in here, it looks like. Luca in that 21 Flex Seal sponsored Mustang. All over the back of this 17 car. That 17 has been busy tonight. Jair Oliveira in that NASCAR BR Camaro, number 17. Down to the inside, protecting that spot. And we got a pit stop here. Artur Vieira, the race leader, on pit lane. So he's giving up the race lead to come down pit lane. Doing his pit stop here as you see Artur Vieira on pit lane right now. Finishing up that pit stop. So now good battle there. You see Luca Sinfer and Jair Oliveira coming down into the bus stop side by side. Luca Sinfer going to take that spot. It's now Luca Sinfer in the 3rd position. Jair Oliveira back and forth as Artur Vieira finishes up that pit stop. And that's going to give the race lead to Paul Brown in the 77 car. We're halfway. And 77 indicating he's coming down pit lane here. Take a look at the running order here. Halfway in, Paul Brown 1st, Craig Marizan 2nd, Luca Sinfer 3rd, Jair Oliveira 4th, Ed Palumbo, Jose Carvalho, Tim Lansbury, Todd Robillard, Artur Vieira, and Michael Ware rounding out the top 10. So we're starting to get some pit stops here as Paul Brown on pit lane. That's going to give the race lead to Lucas Sinfer. Paul Brown, Craig Marizan, Jair Oliveira, Jose Carvalho, Tim Lansbury, all on pit lane. Todd Robillard on pit lane. So a lot of pit stops going on right now as Arthur Vieira, you know, he pitted a little bit earlier. He's back out on track, but Lucas Sinfer is the race leader here. See some of those guys coming back out on off pit lane. This is Jair Oliveira in the 7th place car right now, coming off pit lane in that 17 car. So Luca, I don't know what pogue means. Somebody's gonna have to tell me, interpret that for me, and translate it for me. So Adam Rollo coming in here. BHT Motorsports, Bubba, give him hell, Craig. Paulo Chachalowski should be out running with us right now, but he's in the chat session. Well, Luca still has not made that pit stop. Ed Palumbo on pit lane. Right now shown in the 2nd position, but he is on pit lane. And I would suggest to you that Luca probably going to be coming down pit lane here fairly soon as Ed Palumbo taking some service here on his machine. So the 54 finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. As Luca continuing to lead the field. Brent Owen in here as well. How about that, man? Means we are excited. That's awesome. How about that? Shady, Sal, Adam, Brent Owen. We got all kinds. Man, Luca's got a huge fan club, huh? 21 car, that Flex Seal sponsored machine, and he's coming down pit lane. So it looks like Lucas Sinfer coming down pit lane in that 21 car. There's some pit stops happening here. He's going to finish up that. And I would suggest to you that that's probably going to get the race lead to the 77 car here of Paul Brown. It does look like that is the case. So Luca on pit lane. He's finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. So the 21 car, he's showing some muscle here tonight, man. I'll tell you what, in the practice session the other night, he looked really, really strong. So back out on track. Lucas says he's from up in northern Canada. He said Ontario, I believe. Good to see him out and doing well, man. Shown in the 5th position after making pit stops. So Paul Brown is the race leader and Arthur Vieira is in 2nd. So a little bit better pit stop there as it sort of shook out for the 77 car. Now Arthur Vieira pitted earlier. You see the 77 going by. And, you know, frankly, I'm not sure about tire strategies, you know, and how that worked out for those guys. But the 77 has, after the cycle of pit stops, claimed the lead. Arthur Vieira is in 2nd. Michael Ware here in that 46 car, battling the 90. Down into the bus stop there, the 46. Though neither one of those guys hit that bus stop very well. And it looks like the 46 picks up that spot. That was a little bit of a crazy sequence right there. We'll take a look at this again. These guys having a battle. I don't know which way they're going here, but good battle through the bus stop. Now, see, he didn't hit that well either. Not bad, but man, behind him, that 90 car, he missed the heck out of that. I'm going to see on board here with Todd Robillard as he's going to drive a little bit through the grass. Hey, but missed the turn there just a little bit, but nonetheless, no harm, no foul. Didn't gain any positions. Look at this, man. Ed Palumbo, Jair Oliveira battling for a spot. This is for the 6th position, the 17 and the 54. 54 on the inside line here, coming into turn 1 as a preferred line. Is he going to be able to pick up that spot? 17. His strategy really is not to be using that overrun area too much. You see the 41, Lawrence Stopworth in this mix too. A good battle here between these guys. 54, Ed Palumbo, that mellow yellow sponsor machine is in 6th. Jair Oliveira back to 7th. Paul Brown, the race leader. Archer Vieira, 2nd. Craig Marzon in 3rd. Colin Madiak is 4th. Lucas Sinfer running in the 5th position. Take a look at Lawrence Stopworth here running in the 8th spot in that 41 car. He was just behind that madness. Between the 17 and the 54, good battles there between those guys heading into the bus stop. Good tight battle here. This is 6th, 7th, and 8th. As Lawrence Stopworth, man, he just keeps plugging away, and he's starting to put a little challenge here on the 17 car. On board here with Lawrence Stopworth. Another one of those guys that just gets a heck of a lot of practice in. And always seems to be a factor in these races. No matter what track you come to, 41 always seems to be in the hunt. Preston Hassel here. Oh, Preston Hassel gets off in the grass there a little bit. Oh, no! In the kitty litter and hard contact with the tire barrier. That AMD sponsor number 27 car. Man, that was a hard lick. Hard lick here. Look at this. He's in the fence right there and then comes through the kitty litter and then hard contact with the fence and then into the tire barrier. Jair Oliveira in the 17 car. Oh, there's contact. Steve Pierce contact with the 54, and the 54 is going to give up a spot. Did you see that? See the 17 coming off the turn, and then just ahead of him, the 54 just got caught up in the little deal there with the Steve Pierce spinning car. Here, the 72, Steve Pierce spins and then gets into the 54 and then hard into the wall, into the pit lane. Go back here on board with Ed Palumbo. This is a little bit earlier here. Ed Palumbo coming through the bus stop. He and JJ battling for position. We were watching this a little bit earlier. As Ed Palumbo, no harm, no foul right there. He does a good job getting through the bus stop. You see out of the back of his car, that 17 and that 41 there battling for position. But here's Ed Palumbo. Looking out of the front of his machine, I'll tell you what, man, as he comes around, this is turn 10 here. He's closing in on that 72 car. And the 72 there coming off the turn is going to get a little bit wide, and I don't know whether he loses the back end of that car. It looks like he may have, and he comes across the 54. The 54 hanging on as the 17 gets by. So Jair Oliveira takes that spot now. Ed Palumbo back to 7th, and he's got a little bit of front end damage to that machine now. Michael Ware, Tim Lansbury here battling for position, the 46 and the 82. At 46, Michael Ware now back up to the 10th position. Jose Carvalho in the 99, the 41. Lauren Stopworth is coming into turn 10. Lauren down on the inside line for this turn. He's going to let that 99 have that spot. So a little communication between the two of those guys. A little thank you for letting me have that. As the 99, Jose Carvalho now up to the 8th position. Lauren Stopworth making a pit stop here in 9th. You see him coming down pit lane. He pitted a little bit earlier before. So you see that 41 on pit lane there as Paul Brown leading the field here in the 77 car. 26 laps in, 10 laps to go. Archie Vieira is 2nd. You see Paul Brown had really opened up that lead too. It was somewhere around 2 seconds after that pit stop sequence. But now it's opened up to about 6.5 seconds. Craig Marizon in 3rd. Colin Madiak shown in the 4th position. Lucas Sinfer running in 5th. You see Jair Oliveira, Ed Palumbo, Jose Carvalho, Michael Ware, Tim Lansbury rounding out the top 10. Take a look at that point standings coming into tonight. Ed Palumbo, 224. You see Jair Oliveira, Paul Brown tied for 2nd, 196 points. Jose Carvalho in 4th. Givaldo Spindola not here tonight. He and Preston Hassel tied for the 5th position. Lauren Stopworth 7th. Todd Robillard 8th. And Paulo Chachalowski 9th. Sean Jacobs rounding out the top 10 coming into tonight's race. Paul Brown continuing to lead that field. Arthur Vieira shown in the 2nd position, really holding serve there as far as time is concerned, about 6.5 seconds down. Not able to chip into that lead. Greg Marzon, he really had to work his way up through traffic here to get to the position where he's at, but he's running in the he is running in that 3rd position. Jair Oliveira here maybe had some trouble. He's coming into turn 1 and 72. Steve Pierce. Oh no! Steve Pierce clips him. Steve Pierce clips the 17 car. Jair Oliveira backing it into the tire barrier. What in the world happened there? Coming into turn 1 as Steve Pierce gets into the grass and then comes across the track and clips the back end of that 17 and spinning him into the tire barrier. My heavens. Big shake up there for JJ. We'll take a look at Ed Palumbo's view of this, and you see the 72 coming across the track and hitting that 17 car. Jair Oliveira, I think he is hot right now. He is hot. On board here with JJ. Watch this. He's figured he's got the 72 cleared, and then all of a sudden, back end comes around on him, and then backs this thing into the tire barrier. Oh, my heavens. Some late race shenanigans. How about this? The 41 and the 90. That 41 in the grass, mowing the lawn. He's trying to pick up a spot there. The 41, Lauren Stopper in that Mac Tool sponsored Chevy. Getting by the 90 of Todd Robillard, coming into the bus stop, now picking up the 11th position. Oh my heavens. Jair Oliveira on pit lane. It's 82, Tim Lansbury here, running in the 9th position. We're starting to wind this race down. Some late race drama as JJ giving up some spots. Coming on pit lane, getting that damage repaired. And, you know, Steve didn't do that on purpose. I heard him over the radio saying that he was really sorry and he just lost the back end of the car. The thing came around on him and unfortunately clipped the quarter panel there of Jair Oliveira, that right rear quarter panel, and spun him around. So the 77 of Paul Brown here with closing in on about 5 laps to go. He is the race leader. This has been a wild one. I'll tell you what, man, this is a guy you really want to look for here. He has already got 3 wins under his belt, and he looks like he is, barring any late race issues there with some lap traffic, it looks like he may end up coming away with another race win and getting that 4th win of the season. See Todd Robillard in the 90 car here, giving him a lot of room as we start to wind down these laps here. So aside from some lap traffic or somebody spinning in front of him, I think he is pretty clear. The track looked pretty clear ahead of him, so 77 looks to be on his way to a 4th win. Now, I don't know, does he have to pit again? I don't think so, but, stranger things have happened. So the 77, as he heads into the bus stop, has a almost an 8-second lead over Artur Vieira, running in the 2nd position. Take a look at the Artur Vieira here in that 4 car. He is wanting to close in. Now, he led some laps here early on, but after pit stops was not able to quite hold serve there, lost that spot, and hasn't been able to close back in on Paul Brown. Craig Mayerzon here having a good night running in the third position. I'll tell you, the battle to look at here on the track right now is the 13 and the 21. These guys running for the fourth position. Colin Madiak in the 13 car running in fourth, as Luca Sinfer running in the fifth position in that 21 car. Luca really showing a lot of muscle here as Colin Madiak here trying to hold him off with just a few laps to go. Luca, both these guys young guns here, and they're great road course drivers. Colin Madiak actually won the, there you go, he gives up that spot as now the 21 gets by. Luca Sinfer now takes over the fourth position as Colin Madiak back to fifth. As I was saying, under Sim Racing Mania, he actually won the Watkins Glen race in the IndyCar. So this guy really does have some great talent here, and really young driver. And he just turned 16. How about that, huh? Take a look at this pass here. That 21 gets by. Although there's a lot of room there. That 13 gave him a lot of room. He realized the 21 was faster and let him go. So, and that's the type of thing that I think, even as a young driver, he's going to realize it's going to get repaid to him at some point as this season rolls on. Well, Paul Brown here with just 3 laps to go is our race leader. Jair Oliveira here catching up to the 90 car, the 17. Oh, that 90 smacks the wall. My heavens, did you see that? The 90 got into the wall hard. Look at this, out of the front of JJ's machine. Watch this, the 90, smacking the wall. It lifted the car up off the ground. There's that lighting issue again. Heath the shot too. Yeah, he is. Todd Robillard there, that was a hard lick for him. We'll back this up here just a little bit. Don't like to do it this way, but I see that 90 coming around and that smacking the wall right there, and the 17 getting by. Well, there's that lap traffic as Todd Robillard rolls up on the 29 of Jeff Sickles. Oh man, I'll tell you what, he got a little bit looser coming off the turn. That could have been a big one there, as I've seen guys come around and hit that inside pit wall, or excuse me, the outside pit wall, and really ruin their night here on lap 34, the 77, getting by that 29 car. It's 29's going wide. Back here, look at the 54, Ed Palumbo plugging away, running in the 6th position. That 54 car. Craig Mayerzon there trying to hold on. And I'll tell you what, man, Luca is closing in on Craig Mayerzon. Craig Mayerzon running in the 3rd position, Luca in 4th. We're looking at about 2.5 seconds separation of those guys, depending on what their tires are like. You may see a battle there for that 3rd position before the race is over. We've just got a few laps to go. Across the line, we got 2 laps to go. Paul Brown, I know he's got a lot of practice in on this track. It really helped us all, kind of build that setup and get something that's very, very racy. And I want to say kudos to him and send out my thanks to Paul Brown. Oh, look at that, man! Jair Oliveira slinging that car around turn 1 there in the overrun area. But back to the 77 car, just how much. Or Paul Brown, the driver of the 77 car, just how much work he's put in and helping us get some setups dialed in. We meet on Saturdays, Sundays in the evening to kind of firm up a setup. And actually, we did another day this week too. I think we did Tuesday. Got back together, worked on a setup for this track. So there's 2 laps to go here for the 77 car. Paul Brown. This is been an action-packed race here tonight. Paul Brown after pit stops. Well, actually, just before, well, I say Artur Vieira there had pitted in that pit sequence, the 77 car, able to gain the lead, and then pitted a little bit later and had a better pit stop, looked like, than Artur Vieira, and then ends up running away with it. We got 1 lap to go. So just 1 lap to go here at Watkins Glen. Paul Brown, the 77 car. 7-second lead over our second place car, Artur Vieira. Craig Marizan in third, Lucas Sinfer in fourth. That's down to about 0.4 of a second between the two of those guys. That battle right there, that is for the third spot. Lucas all over the back of Craig Marizan right now. Craig Marizan trying to hold on as we're following the race leader. Side-by-side view here as you see this through the bus stop. Those guys racing for the third position. Lucas Sinfer looked like he might have that. As Paul Brown comes around turn 10, headed to turn 11. Paul Brown coming off the final turn here at Watkins Glen, and Paul Brown in the 77 car is going to take home that race victory. Win number 4. So the 77 car, Paul Brown, getting another race win. How about that, huh? 4 of Artur Vieira there, sending him a little bit of a shout out right there. So good sportsmanship. He's a 77 getting that burnout in. Craig Marizan holding on to that third position. Lucas Sinfer finishing in fourth. Calamediac finishes in the 5th position. Cia Palumbo is 6th. Jose Carvalho finishes in 7th. Michael Ware finishes in the 8th position. Tim Lansbury 9th. Lawrence Stoppleworth finishing in the 10th position. So we're taking a look at the final order there. Paul Brown finishes in first. Artur Vieira second. Craig Marizan third. Lucas Sinfer finishes in the 4th position. Colin Madiak finishes in 5th. Ed Palumbo, Jose Carvalho, Michael Ware, Tim Lansbury, Lawrence Stoppleworth rounding out the top 10. Jair Oliveira finishes in the 11th position. Todd Robillard 12th. Jeff Sickles finishes in the 13th position. Steve Pierce is 14th. And Preston Hassel finishes in the 15th position. So we'll see if we can't get Paul Brown up here in the booth with us. All right, Paul Brown coming in again to the broadcast booth after a great race victory. Good job, man.
That was a lot of fun, man. I got the guys on Whisper giving me a hard time here, but yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Well, I tell you, Archer Vieira and you sort of close here pretty much all night long, but that pit stop there seemed to be really working in your favor. He pitted a little bit earlier than you, but after the pit sequence, it seems like you got out to a pretty decent lead, maybe 2-3 seconds on him, and then were able to drive away. What was the difference? Tire strategy? How'd that work out?
Well, I locked him up there on lap 2 or 3, and I had just, it was a disaster the first half of the race. Very bad vibrations, so I had very bad flat spotted tires, and yeah. So once I got new tires, I was like, okay, this is better. And there was a lot of cars lap down traffic, and that first half that wasn't in the second half, and I was having a real hard time with traffic. So
it seemed to me that man, you and JJ had a pretty intense battle there early in the race too. Was that part of it with the tires being kind of butchered? Because it looked like you were really having a battle there, trying to get around him maybe on that inside, and he was sticking to that outside line and able to get back in front of you through the S's.
Yeah, the spotter wasn't working. I thought my spotter worked tonight, but it wasn't working at all. So I wasn't sure where he was. I wasn't sure that he knew where I was, and it was very difficult to get by him. But.
Well, you had a few gut check moments too. I saw that car sideways several times. Talk about how much of a handful that thing was to handle.
Yeah, once the tires started to get worn, it was usually second gear. First turn 1 and the last corner there. I almost took out pit road wall once. Lots of fun.
Yeah, that was late in the race too. It looked like.
Yeah, it was only a couple laps to go. I was like, oh no, this isn't going to be good.
Yeah, I tell you what, with pretty good race though, with a good showing here at Watkins Glen, and always one of those tracks that I think that a lot of guys are you either hate the thing or you love the thing, but good to come away with a road course win and the 4th win of the season too.
Yeah, I missed that one race. I got to make up for all those lost points. So lots of races to win.
You might have a target on your back here from now on.
I know, I do. I'm sure.
Well, you got Chicagoland Speedway coming up next week, and then Bristol, Texas after that. So some 3 interesting tracks there. I'd say Chicagoland and Texas, although different but more similar to each other than certainly the different beast of Bristol coming up. Any one of those tracks stand out to you?
No. Bristol maybe really bad. I don't know. Bristol drives me crazy sometimes.
Well, Chicagoland's next week, and 3 races to go, and things are looking pretty good for the program there with the 77 car. And I want to say thanks for all you do here at HORL and help us getting setups going and really helping me with the car set and all that stuff. So really appreciate your expertise and help here.
Hey, no problem. I'm glad I can help, and glad you got the server up. So we're having a lot of fun, and we're trying here. This team's really trying to pull it off. We'll see what happens.
All right, man. Good luck to you next week and the rest of the season, bud.
Thank you.
All right, that's Paul Brown joining us up here in the booth, and what a great deal or a great win for him here at Watkins Glen. I want to say thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on the TurnLeftTV channel, huh? I had some good chat going on. Again, thank you for coming in, and I hope everybody's behaving one another and you had a little bit of fun here tonight. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's right there. Just give it a little tap, and make sure you hit the bell that's somewhere behind my head. Don't hit me in the head, but hit the bell next to the subscribe button. And then also, if you'd like to make a donation, you can click on the link up in the banner of the channel and make a donation straight through PayPal. It's pretty easy. Thanks to all those folks who have donated to TurnLeftTV. I greatly appreciate that. That money goes into purchasing more songs and so forth, and purchasing different things that I've got to do to make the broadcasts even better. But thank you for all the support here at TurnLeftTV. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Let me know you were here. You can share my videos with all of your friends, and support TurnLeftTV in that manner as well. Don't forget ZiaComics.com, your nerd headquarters. Give those guys a look. My cousin actually owns this store, and I think these guys are located down in New Mexico, and they do a great job there with advertising the stuff. They've got a Facebook page. Always interesting stuff coming out from those guys, and they're Not only comics, but action figures, games, you name it. ZiaComics.com. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Your nerd headquarters. Don't forget to visit us at highoctaneracing.net. Check out the website. You can get the full standings there. Need to contact me, you can click on that contact link, and good quick link to TurnLeftTV. The Buschwackers series, you can see the screenshots of all the winners. And stay tuned, man. We may have some more stuff going on. You see that Stock Car 2018 mod just came out. So stay tuned. We may have some more stuff headed your way. And by the way, next week, Chicagoland Speedway. Race number 8 in the 2020 summer season. Should be a great one there. So excited about that one. 98 laps from Chicagoland. That's not too far away from my house. A couple hours away. Maybe we'll have a brewski. Congratulations to Paul Brown on a great race win. Thanks to all those folks that joined us in the chat session and watching the races. That's going to do it for us tonight here on TurnLeft TV. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. I'm out of here.